Dwayne Usher from Bennettsville Intermediate School. I teach PE grades 3 through 5. I believe you have to build relationships with students based on respect and trust. This starts the very first day of school. Teacher knowledge of students is very important also. In PE, you have to know your students. You have to know who has asthma, medical issues. I treat each student like they were my own, and I get fired up about my job. I'm lucky because I work in the best school in the system at Bennettsville Intermediate School, best staff, and I get to work with my beautiful daughter. My advice to other teachers is get fired up about your job. Accept the children as they are and give them 110%.
I am Antoinette Bostic. I teach at Blenheim Elementary Middle School. I teach mathematics to 6th through 8th grade students as well as Algebra 1. My philosophy of education is simple. I simply believe that all students can learn. In addition to that, I believe that kids do not care how much you know unless they first know how much you care. I can hear Ms. Danny Blair tell us all the time there can be no significant learning unless there's first significant relationships. So I believe that relationship building with students is key. Advice that I would give to colleagues and new teachers to the profession is to understand your value and your worth as a teacher. Realize that you have a lot to bring to the table. Do not be like I was in my first few years and just kind of hang back in your room and isolate yourself, but get out there, meet the other staff members, go into their classrooms, see what you have to offer them, see what they may have to offer you, because we cannot grow as a school if you're only concerned about your room, your test scores, and your students. We're a family and we need to build cohesive relationships with each other to make the schools grow.
Hello, my name's Deborah Baldwin. I'm a first grade teacher at McCall Elementary Middle School. My philosophy is that all students, no matter their background, come with the potential to learn. It is my job as a teacher and my belief that I need to provide opportunities to enhance and promote meaningful and challenging lifelong learning for my students. My advice for future teachers would be to get as much knowledge as you can, connect with veteran professionals because they are your best resource, develop relationships with your students, plan with your students in mind, and remember that failure is a part of learning, so don't be afraid to try.
Hi, I'm Lakeedra Cannon from Wallace Elementary Middle School. I teach 4th grade math and science. My teaching philosophy is very simple. Students are like butterflies. Each are unique and different. They all fly at different heights, but they fly the best they can. We as teachers must work together as a unified force to build positive relationships to determine the needs of our students. We should work to build an environment that is welcoming, engaging, and conducive to learning. The advice I will give to my fellow educators is to remember that we are not alone. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Have a great school year.
Good morning, my name is Joanna Miller. I am an EC teacher at Bennettsville Primary School. I believe the teaching environment should be conducive to learning. It should support a student's social, emotional, cultural, and educational needs. There needs to be a positive relationship between the students and the teacher. Students are more willing to learn when they feel they are respected. Teachers should believe that all students can learn and should provide differentiated instruction. Students learn in different ways and at different rates. Some need a different approach to learning and more time to learn the material. The teacher needs to provide positive feedback. I think students learn best when they believe they can learn. Teachers should also provide feedback that helps the students move from their current level to a higher level of understanding. Teachers should collaborate with other teachers to provide teaching activities that stimulate the students' interest and improve their learning. I believe if we work hand in hand together, we will accomplish great things in the Marlboro County School District. My advice for new teachers is to establish goals and expectations that are clear, consistent, challenging, and attainable. Good luck and have a great school year.
I'm Selina Blue, former master teacher at the School of Discovery. Currently, I am serving as assistant principal at Blenheim Elementary Middle School. Make learning fun and relevant and provide a classroom that is safe and inviting environment. Parents and students depend on me to make sure that they are treated with respect and never made to feel isolated or that they don't belong by other students, staff, or myself. From the time students enter school, they will spend the majority of their waking hours in the classroom with the teacher and other students. In many instances, because of work obligations, they will spend more of the weekday hours with their teacher than their parents. Therefore, as a teacher, I will make sure that my classroom is the place they want to come. Ensuring that the above statements are accomplished on a daily basis are just a few of the reasons that make me an outstanding teacher. My advice to new teachers is to value your job and take it serious. Every moment you spend with your students in the class is a moment that can't be erased. Remember, the relationship you build with your students will make a lasting impression and may very well be the highlight of their day.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Yates. I teach physical education at Clio Elementary Middle School. Welcome to a new school year. I hope everyone had a very restful and relaxing summer. My philosophy of education is centered on being able to relate the importance of education to my students. 4 ways that I try to convey that message as a teacher are: number 1, try to make the students understand that education is the key to their future. Number 2, make learning enjoyable and interesting. Number 3, make each child feel some level of success each day. Number 4, and make the learning environment as positive as possible. I believe these goals and beliefs help me to work harder at teaching and help me to be one of many outstanding teachers who go to work each day and try to make all students want to learn and achieve their highest potential. My advice to new teachers is to plan and have your rituals, rules, and routines in place and be consistent all year long. Thank you and have an awesome school year.
One must keep in mind that each student is a unique individual who needs a secure, caring, and stimulating atmosphere in which to grow and mature emotionally, intellectually, physically, and socially. As an educator, it is my desire to help these students meet their fullest potential by providing such an atmosphere that is conducive to learning. And in order to accomplish such a task, I pledge and believe in not only supporting each student, challenging each student to do his or her best at all times, but also promoting respect for all things and people, teaching them self-worth. Advice for new teachers would be to be a good listener and show them that you care, because they do not care how much you know until you actually show them that you care.